All right. So I'm here with Kerry Herta. I'm Jerilynn Stephens, and we are coming together because we are on a mission, you guys. We are on a mission to help all you young hair and makeup people that want to evolve in the industry, right? But Kerry, if you guys don't know her, she is a fabulous makeup artist, local 706, and hairstylist. But local 706 makeup, I'm local 706 hair. And you have been working in the industry for how many years?
About 20.
Yeah, and 25. I'm a tad bit older.
Okay, so I say about 20. Okay, stop it. All right, if we're going to do this, 25 years. If we're going to go there, fine.
But you know, you and I kind of have the same mission as far as helping people that are new in the business. And but you, on the other hand, have been you have a company called Color Box. And tell me about your company and what you've been doing for like 12 years, right?
Yeah, we're 12 years now. It's Colorbox Makeup Studios, but first I want to say that like Jerilynn's also super rad and I'm super excited to be doing this with her. Like we're on this journey and it's going to be super fabulous, but she's a brilliant hairdresser and department head of hair on The Voice. And I even just watched that show just to see your hairs. And like we kind of have like a little similar background because we both can do hair and makeup. You're Union
Yeah.
706 hair, I'm Union 706 makeup, but we kind of have like bounced back and forth a little bit. We both do a little bit of both and that kind of thing. But our mission is very much the same right now. But so
Yeah.
as far as Colorbox goes, so many years ago, I started a company where I can educate aspiring artists and even those artists that feel like they've never had formal training and they're just feeling like a little insecure or they've been out of the game for a little bit, that kind of thing. But it's a safe space and hands-on where we kind of just walk them through the business and not just like let me teach you makeup, but we teach them how to have a career and we stick around. So we don't teach you and leave you. We kind of like support the whole process, which I think is also, you know, great for a lot of
I
people together.
wish that was around when I was starting out, you
Well, and
know.
that's what I did. I basically put together all the elements of what I wish I had when I started and all the things that as the department head, when I see new artists come in, I wish they knew. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you're almost more of a hindrance than a help right now, you know, kind of thing. So I'm like, well, why don't I just create something where I can just teach them and empower and all that stuff?
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you've taught like all over the country, right? Like Louisiana is
Yes.
a
Mhm.
lot. And where else?
Louisiana, Chicago, Seattle, even went to Vancouver last year, but Portland, basically Chicago, everywhere there's a market for
Industry.
them, an
Uh-huh.
industry. Yeah, because I don't want to go teach somewhere where they can't, you know, cultivate a career, you know,
Right.
that sort of thing.
Is this for like salon, um, bridal, like photo shoots, like TV and film? This is a whole package that you've designed?
Yes. In fact, kind of my angst in the past has been there's so many people that wanted to get into the business or try to see even if it's something they'd be good at
Right.
or any of that. And like some people are like, you know, I already have the car payment and the rent and the mortgage or the whatever it is, and they can't do a long-term program or, you know, spend the money. So I kind of
Right.
condensed it. So I called it boot camp, and the boot camp is meant to be taken all together, like all the days consecutively, but you can chop it up based on your needs. So it's kind of
Oh.
almost like an a la carte program. So those that just want to go as far as salon, bridal, maybe some photography, you know, like headshot, that sort of thing,
Yeah.
they can stop at after the first few days. And those that want to continue to go further, more in like film, TV realm, light out of the kit, special effects kind of thing, and some airbrushing, all that kind of stuff, then they can continue and do a week.
I love that because, I go and speak to like beauty schools and stuff, and mostly hair, but sometimes there's makeup and hair together. And I think one of the biggest things, and I know you know this and I know this, but like I like to call it a double hitter, right? Because I know makeup and hair. And it's like you starting out, if you want to be a freelance artist, it's like you have to know both. Don't you agree?
Oh my goodness, yes. Especially when you're starting out at the indie level, they're going to require that pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And even with bridal, it's like people want, a lot of times it's a budget thing,
They
who
want a
can
package
do.
deal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, I
That's
always
really great.
teach the don't give business away, so like build your team, build your craft, build your repertoire of things you do and can offer. So I always have a stance where it's like, don't say no,
Yeah.
kind of
Well,
thing.
with our industry, with the TV and film industry that we're in, as you said, build your team. It's like I have a team of people that I kind of move from show to show because I hire hair, right? And then you have the opportunity a lot because you're in more promo and commercial, right? Is that true? I don't want to.
Yeah, I am these days.
You've done
Yes.
it all, but these days I feel like you're in. So you hire both hair and makeup.
Yes, I do. And I oversee it and I design both.
Yeah, I mean, that's so fascinating, isn't it? I mean, it's just like, did you honestly, like, I'm like, oh, I'm a hair designer. Like,
Yeah.
that is so crazy. Like, when I would have left graduating beauty school going, you're hair designing for The Voice. Like, first of all, what's that show? But like, who would have known, right?
Yeah.
That these are things that we can manifest in our lives and create by preparing for the opportunity, right? I think it's so important that people that are starting out in our industry, beauty, hair, makeup, um, know that 80% of the beauty industry quits within 3 years. And when I heard that, I was like, how is this possible? Because, like, this is the best, like, the best industry. I love it. I can't imagine doing anything else except
Yeah.
helping people become their best version and their best talent, right? But it's like, we're all, it's just, we have to help other people not to give up, because I know that this instant gratification that people are used to, it's like you have to know it takes time, and you might have to have a second job in order to build your clientele, and people need to just realize that you just don't pop out and make 50 G's, you know.
Oh, no. And I'm always telling my students, I said, you don't just add water, stir, and have a career. It's like you have to build it and cultivate it. And not every job you're ready for. I wouldn't be a makeup designer my first job. I would have never kept that
Right.
client in a lifetime. So your journey is meant to strengthen you and build your muscle and get you to these places. So don't give up. Like, even if it seems like you're not doing anything specific or special or big or whatever, it's all part of the path. I mean, it's all part of the journey, you know?
I want to talk about your awards in the background. I have one as well. Um, how many? Those are Guild Awards, right? You've won like 5, right?
Yes, I
Now,
have.
here's the deal, people, that if you're watching, like, who knew that we could actually get these amazing awards for something we love to do? How many nominations do you have? You have 5 Guild wins and an Emmy nomination as well, right?
Yeah,
I
yes.
mean, that's amazing. Like, do you just feel so grateful all the time?
Oh, I'm in a state of gratitude on the daily. I really am. I totally am. I mean, and the fact that like we get acknowledged in the way that we do is so personally rewarding. And when it's a guild award, I mean, that's our peers. Like that is
Yeah,
something seriously special that I just absolutely find to be so divine. I really do. I love it.
yeah, that's great. I
Yeah,
love that.
we get to be creative. We get paid to be creative. We get awarded for being creative. It's kind of like a no-brainer.
Well, and you know what I love too, especially like working on The Voice, it's like I always say to our team, it's like every episode we shoot, I want you to treat it like an Emmy nomination. I want, like, don't like think, oh, the hair's fine. No, I want you to make sure it's amazing. You know, go in, do your touch up, make sure you get those flyaways, because we have like the worst backlight, and it's like all this craziness can
But
happen.
it's always perfect and polished. Like you can tell,
Yeah,
like
right.
yeah, your team is on it. I'm telling you, I have nothing but respect. I mean, it's
Well,
polished, it's fabulous, it's current, modern, beautiful, all the things.
it's definitely been, you know, I've been on that show since we're on season 19 now. So
That's
I've been there since season 1. So it's been, you know, a learning experience as well. But our team's gotten 7 nominations for Emmys, and I think that that says a lot for the team.
and
And
that
it's been
wasn't
really
your
great.
first job, right? See,
No.
department head of hair of The Voice wasn't your first job. So I think that's something
No.
else people need to realize is, you know, don't just bounce out of beauty school and, you know, try to think you're going to take on a show like
You
that.
guys, it's like, okay, so for example, I have been on The Voice 19 seasons. We're starting our 19th now, okay? Or in a couple weeks maybe. And
Amazing.
so like 18 full seasons, I was a hairstylist, just a team member from season 1, 2. And then season 3, I became key. And then season 9, the department head hairstylist left, and I became the head hairstylist. So from season 9 till now, I've been the head hairstylist. And what happens then is, because you've built, people refer you, right? It's all a referral business. And by working in this industry for so long, these young production assistants that I started out with season 1 are now producers. So here's a really good example of, like, be kind and respectful towards everybody. I don't care what level they are on, around you. It's like, always respect everyone, because everybody's there for a dream, right?
Yeah.
And like, to fulfill it. And so now I have like a producer who is a contestant PA. So it's like, those things are so incredible.
Yeah.
So just have a lot of respect for people.
Well, and that's also why it's a crew and all that stuff. You know,
Mhm.
we're all in it together. Not one single department is not,
Yeah.
you know, necessary on some levels. So
Well,
it's all.
so these chats like this, and I think it'd be really fun to hear from, like, young people that are in makeup and beauty schools, or people just starting out. Like, I would love to connect with them and start moving them forward, or just like be their cheerleader, right?
Well, me too. And I think that's our goal. That's what we want to do. Our mission is to scoop up anybody that wants in and kind of, you know, take you under their wing and support you, mentor you, you know, educate you, help you get going, help you stay there. You know, I think it's also a part of the process where you have to get in there, but then you have to sustain in there. So, you know,
Hmm.
we want to be able to offer that and give back and mentor and all these things and kind of create a platform together where people can ask us questions. It's kind of
Oh
like a
yeah.
nice lifeline and, you know, and all that good stuff, all based on positivity and our experience and everything that we're doing now these
Oh,
days.
oh,
But,
I'm going
right?
to self promote. By the way,
I was
the
just about to,
5 F words to manifest in your life, girl. This was
yes.
created for basically our young professionals, because when I started speaking, my journey and the 5 F words, which is figure out what you want, focus, fearless action, feel it existing, and faith. The kids started being kids, whoever's in beauty school or the hair shows, were like, do you have a book? I feel so empowered. Like, I'm so inspired. I feel like I can do this now. And so that's where the book came in. And I sell it on Amazon and my website if you want to sign copy, but you got to pay for shipping.
Get the book, girl. Get the book.
Like
Like,
it's
serious.
like, I've had so many people tell me it has changed their life and they use it like a Bible in their purse or on their bedside stand. And so it's
Inspiration.
made me feel really good that like, and it wasn't me, you guys, it was total universe, like connecting me with my manifesting for the last 18 years and developing a practice. And this is a practice that we can share with all of everyone. And as a part of, being of the community.
Yeah, part of the community. I think
Hmm.
it's support on all levels. I think everyone should get the book. I think, even if you don't even want to get in this particular business, I think you should definitely still use the 5 F words and manifest and all that. I'm such a huge believer in that. But I think between you and me, we have a lot of years under our belt, and
Yeah.
we want to hear what anybody wants to know. We're here for it, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's say goodbye,
Bye, y'all.
y'all. Let me end this.